Hi, CMattDye here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. I want to get into some DeFi news. Let's get into it. And the biggest news that dropped this past week was VyFinance. Now VyFinance, it's no secret if you've watched the channel, it's one of my favorite projects. I really like the team. The CEO, Steven, really is impressive in my opinion, and I still like them. They're still my favorite project. Just because they extended their roadmap doesn't change anything for me. I'm in technology, and I know that roadmaps are what they are. You want the roadmap to be completable, but the timelines don't always work out. VyFinance, they can complete the roadmap no problem. They have plenty of engineers, and then once their neural net rolls out, once their DEX rolls out, so their DEX will be out at the end of the year, theoretically, if nothing else happens. So if their DEX comes out at the end of the year, they'll have less engineers, and then when the neural net comes out, they can have even less engineers. They have plenty of money. They haven't been dipping into any of their ADA stash. So they have NFT vaults right now. You can stake your tokens, you can stake your NFTs, the purple and the gold NFTs, and then pretty soon they will have the white NFTs. Now the white NFTs are still expected out mid-July. The official date should be out sooner rather than later, and a teaser art should be out the next week or two, just to let you know what the art will look like. The team is really good. They really do have a lot of detail into what they do. So them pushing back the roadmap is okay with me. I am not scared one way or the other. I'm really impressed with their team, and them coming out right when they extended the roadmap. They did an AMA for everybody and talked about it and let us know the issues, let us ask questions. So very professional in my opinion. So they're taking steps to work closer with IOHK. They can't really make any comments on that right now. They can't really make any announcements. Just like with any collaboration, whenever you finalize it, there's a period, and then after that you can discuss it with other people who are not part of the team. So they are excited about that, and I think the platform with IOHK will be pretty good with that collaboration. They can put out their platform without IOHK completing anything, so that is a good thing. And right now VyFi is, I would say, probably around that proposal stage with them, but the confidence is pretty high. Some of the tools that are going to be released with the Vassal hard fork, they're going to speed up production probably. So they're waiting on some of that stuff, and there's going to be some tools released, is what people are saying. And if certain tools are released with that hard fork, it can speed up the production of everything, and these timelines could be a little bit sooner rather than what they're saying right now. Version 2 vaults are smart contract vaults using the Plutus backend, and I think they're the first ones on the blockchain, but don't quote me on that. But they want all their vaults to eventually be like this with using the Plutus backend. The idea behind the auto harvester is to be a multi-chain machine. So their whole concept is to eventually next year, early 2023, Q2 of 2023, Q3 of 2023, somewhere in there, to start expanding this neural net to other blockchains. Of course, everything will be coming back to Cardano, but that's the end goal. So I think they're doing pretty well with that. There was a question about expanding the roadmap. Do they have enough resources to continue? I think expanding the roadmap makes sure you have enough resources to continue. They have a ton of engineers right now, and they're working day and night. And they actually told us in the AMA they do have enough resources. They are fine. There's no long-term pressure on them. Once the DEX and the bar is released, they can limit their amount of engineers. Once the DEX comes out, they can get less. Once the neural net comes out, they can keep like only a few on staff, just because once the neural net comes out, they don't need a lot of engineers. But you need a couple just in case. You never know with technology. So anyway, that's a little bit about VyFi. I'm okay with them. It doesn't really change my opinion one way or the other. Them expanding their timeline. They kind of just coincide with other companies, other projects like Genius Yield, for example, who they are a partner with. So it kind of just goes along with their timeline. The Genius Yield DEX is scheduled out around Q3, and now they're saying Q4, which is fine. It's totally okay. Now with Genius Yield, they actually updated their dashboard here. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So with their dashboard, you just come over here and click ISPO dashboard. As that's happening, you put your address, your receipt address here, and then where it says stake key, you just copy that right there. And when you come back, you'll have this area. You just paste it in and hit show rewards, and it'll say how many rewards we got plus our bonus rewards equals our NFT, which I have diamond hands. I'm not trying to show this off as, hey, I got diamond hands. I'm just trying to show it off like, okay, this is how you use it. And their public sale is going to be pushed back a little bit. So they're going to have a test net in July. And this Medium article I will link down below if you want to read all of it. But it basically talks about that, how the dashboard final version is up, public sale update. If we scroll down, it talks about the bonus rewards, blacklist, not quite sure what that even means. Basically, that is talking about the wallet splitting. So you can read that if you want. This was the results: the Diamond Hands, Hodler, FOMO, 8 Degen, and Shark. How many wallets actually qualified? Gens 4 compensation program. You guys who were actually staked, you know that they closed down Gens 4 and they did some kind of compensation program with that. I was not in Gens 4, so I didn't really pay much attention to it, but you can read that if you want. And then they had a late fan NFT sale that they recently did. Now they're talking about the testnet. So the testnet's going to be in early July, and they're going to invite everybody to participate in it. They're going to announce the details of their tester program in the near future. Our testing is complete, and once testing is complete, we will announce a new public sale date. Tired eyes, it is what it is. The public sale allocation, it's going to be after the testnet is over. They're talking about right now the maximum allocation per delegator will be 500 gens. But they're going to be monitoring the whitelist, and they may increase the gens allocation. So just know that's subject to change. And right now they're going to be based on the total amount of bonus eligible delegators. So just like before, same thing. If you were a diamond hand, you should get first round. So that's how I see. That's how it should be. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'll let you guys know if it changes. But this dashboard literally just released about an hour ago. So interesting there. The VyFinance news was about 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago. So I'm a little behind on that, but I wanted to catch up everything so I could let you guys know. VyFinance and Genius Yield, big news. So I'm excited about that stuff. Muesliswap, milk pools. I talked about the testnet last time. Now it appears to be live. Interesting. I hadn't played with the testnet since I made that last video. So I pulled them up, and sure enough, they are live. I read some announcements on their Discord. So you have these different tokens you can get. But yeah, that's basically it. So you can stake different tokens, different, you can stake your milk, you get rewards and creep, CNT, whatever it is, THC, fire, CCCC. So that's different of the milk pool. Also, Genius Yield, I wanted to talk about them. When the DEX goes live, they have this triple yield opportunity. So you can get the liquidity provider fees. You can get credit for ADA staking, which right now that is wing riders. And then number 3, yield farming. So you get credit for that as well. So I think it's 20% of everything in the pool. Everybody gets 20%. Liquidity provider fee, ADA staking. So that is actually pretty cool. You're going to get that triple yield opportunity. If you guys remember, Liquid Finance is touting a quadruple yield opportunity. Now Genius Yield is giving you a triple yield opportunity. So that's pretty cool. The DEXs just keep getting better as they come out. MintSwap is doing a couple more pools where you can get double yield opportunity. SunnySwap is not doing any of that. So SunnySwap is still single yield as far as my knowledge. MintSwap, like I said, they have a couple more pools that they just installed recently that give you double yield opportunity. And I think pretty soon MintSwap will probably have all of their pools, but they're taking baby steps, which is good, and I like that. They're taking their time to come out with stuff. So MintSwap team, thumbs up in my opinion. Genius Yield, I'm really excited about. Really excited about that. Wing Riders team, excited still about the double yield. Genius Yield is Q3, so I'm thinking either July. If the testnet starts in early July, I'm thinking maybe August. So if the testnet is early July and that lasts a couple weeks, then you're probably looking around the end of August and maybe early Q4 for Genius Yield. That's my speculation. So, take that with a grain of salt. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. So those are all of the real changes. Ardana is still on course to do what they're doing. Maladex is still on course. So if I don't talk about anything, there's just not any news from my perspective. So, like I said last time, it's not because I don't like the companies, just don't see any news really. Sometimes that happens. So, anyway, those are my favorite is Genius Yield and VyFinance. I'm glad to see them doing something. VyFinance is very transparent. Genius Yield is very transparent. They both, just tell you what's going on, whether it's good or bad. And I actually do like that. I can definitely respect it. So anyway, if you like the video, throw a like. If not, throw a dislike. Appreciate the feedback. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you around the crypto markets. Take care.